All right, maybe you've seen potassium chloride in some type of food product or dietary supplement and wonder what the heck is it and what does it do to my body? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about all the benefits it gives to somebody as well as the dangers. Before I begin, down below, there's like this link, and if you click on it, I'm giving away a free video guide that gives a bunch of tips on shopping for dietary supplements and using things like alternative medicine and herbs. So what the heck is potassium chloride? Well, basically, it's a salt substitute that really has a lot of uses. To give you some examples of this, it can be used as a fertilizer to really help plants in a garden to grow. It could also be used as a medicine for somebody who has very low potassium levels. Like, say they're deficient in potassium, it could be used as like a pill to give to somebody. And symptoms of really low potassium would be things like muscle weakness. There could be like nausea, diarrhea, wanting to urinate a whole bunch. There's confusion, being thirsty, just being angry, irritable, and changes to your heart rhythm. Just make it your heartbeat's just out of whack or different. But most famously, it's really used and seen in food products as well as supplements. So I want to focus on this a lot. And it's in foods like, say, canned foods, canned soups, which are very convenient. I used to eat a bunch of those. It's used in things like sauces, sports drinks, as well as things like, cereals. There you go. It's really used instead of salt, and it really has two main purposes. Okay, the first one is to reduce the sodium content of a food product. This is very good because consuming too much salt is bad. Okay, and salt is everywhere. Adults need probably less than 1 gram a day. And there's some people that estimate that in the United States, the average person is consuming over 8 grams a day because it's in everything. Okay, and it's used to kind of keep foods from spoiling. It's like a preservative, so that way companies can sell it and make money, and that's what they want to do. Now, reducing your salt intake is very good because it reduces the chance of high blood pressure. High blood pressure is a silent killer and causes things like heart disease, strokes, and many other problems like kidney problems, and even damages your brain. You don't want to damage your brain, okay? And in fact, I'll give you a story. I had a really good friend I used to work with, and he was young, and he was a hard worker, and out of the blue, half his face got paralyzed. And it was due to high blood pressure. That's why they call it a silent killer. It just strikes out of the blue. So it's very dangerous, and that's one benefit and one reason why it's there. The other reason why it's in the food products is to give potassium to somebody. And like I mentioned, if someone's suffering from a deficiency, then potassium chloride pill can be used. So it's good to give someone potassium. Okay. No, those are the two positives. Okay, and why it's there. So you might be wondering, okay, what about the dangers? Any negatives I should know about? And honestly, not really. Okay, there are a couple which I'm going to talk about. The biggest danger really is consuming too much of it. Okay, and that's very hard to do. And for example, if someone consumes too much potassium, it can lead to something called hyperkalemia. Well, there's too much potassium in the body, and symptoms are very similar to when someone has a deficiency in potassium. And some examples would be like weakness to your muscles, wanting to throw up, chest pains, just your abnormal heartbeat. But if you consume way too much potassium, even like paralysis can take place. But you might be wondering, okay, well, it's hard to do, but how much potassium chloride would someone have to consume to get this hyperkalemia thing? And I can't give you an exact number, but to give you an idea on this, the average person needs almost 5 grams of potassium a day. Now, considering that the average American's getting over 8 grams of salt, and that's in everything, you can see that it's nearly impossible to overdose on potassium. Hyperkalemia usually comes into play when someone has kidney problems like kidney disease. Okay, so that's one danger that's not really a danger. Lastly, in its natural state, this substance is a white powder, and if you get on your skin, your eyes, your nose, it'll just irritate it. Okay, so now that when you see this ingredient in a food product or supplement, you know what the heck it is and what it does to you, why it's there. Now, obviously, if you want to know more about supplements, I do encourage you to click that link below. What I go over in this free video guide, I give you a bunch of tips on shopping for, say, dietary supplements. For example, like omega-3, what DHA is, EPA. I compare products back to back. I give you some great ideas on dangers of supplements, on 10 warning signs that, hey, that supplement maybe you should avoid. I go over, like, say, herbs in a lot of detail, share some tips on how to save a bunch of money, make it very convenient, easy, and simple, which is great because there's like an insane amount of herbs that do great things. I talk about alternative medicine, like, say, your skin, like natural solutions to really improve your skin, and how to, there's some garbage out there when it comes to skincare, okay? And really a whole lot more. It's completely free, so if that's something you're somewhat interested in, you can click the link below to learn a lot more. Well, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you learned something, and if you liked it, please hit the thumbs up button, okay? Have a great rest of your day.